up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're back with another episode of Chai Time with Vicky. I've kind of lost count of what episode I'm on, but I'll figure it out. But today we got our tea with us, which the Moringa organic tea, and this is mango and honey. This tea tastes so good, and my last video that I did, I was slurping it literally because it was just so good, and so I will try not to slurp my tea this time. I will sip ladylike and very gently. And so yeah, today we're going to react to another video by Try and Refuse because I just love the tea that he brings. Like, he really brings these, you know, things that I never knew existed. This video that I'm going to react to is called 5 Bollywood movies that people still don't understand. And I'm just like, I'm so ready to watch this because I have watched some Bollywood movies that I really kind of did not understand low-key. But we're gonna leave that for another day, and hopefully he says that particular movie, but I'm not gonna tell you what movie it is. So yeah, let's get started. I'm excited, and please go subscribe to Try to Refuse channel. He's doing some really good things on there, and I'm definitely loving the content that he produces. So all credits go to him, and let's get started.
Primarily, Bollywood movies are known to have stories that progress in such a way where you can predict its outcome. But there are some movies, very few of them mind you, that really make you introspect and go in depth.
Don't tell me he didn't understand Roy.
And the motives of the characters. These movies are never blockbusters because audiences usually want an escape from reality, where they don't have to think so much. But these list of movies are pure cinematic masterpieces. And just a reminder that there will be many spoilers ahead. So fair warning to you.
You're warned.
So here is Tried and Refused Productions with 5 Bollywood movies that people still don't understand. Number 5 goes to Dhobi Ghat, a reclusive artist, a banker turned photographer, a dhobi and aspiring actor, and a woman in a troubled marriage. This movie focused on multiple layers of companionship, aspirations, and social and human constraints.
I'm not a relationship guy at all.
Why does this look like it's filmed in on a cell phone?
The reason for its average box office business was that it had extremely organic, real, and ugly portrayal of how actually humans on a daily feel and interact.
Okay.
From focusing on topics like economic class differences and our perception of others, the audiences didn't realize the gem of a message the movie was trying to showcase, and rather dismissed it as indie.
Oh, it was a Amir Khan production.
Number 4 goes to Lutera. Directed by Vickey Kay, Lutera is a beautiful story that wasn't understood due to its complex and philosophical portrayal of the masterpiece short story, The Last Leaf by O. Henry. From affection,
I didn't like the ending, but I understood it.
Deceit and betrayal, the movie has the most underrated performances by Ranveer Singh and Sonakshi Sinha.
They were really cute in this movie. Look at Ranveer, my baby. I love him. Oh, I remember the scene.
What was especially not understood by the masses was the significance of the last leaf on the tree.
Okay, I didn't understand that low-key.
The act of tying the leaf to the branch as a sign of devotion, love, and giving her hope not to give up. The depressing second half, coupled with imagery and analogies, was not appreciated by the masses. Hence,
people just don't like sad stories, basically.
Number 3 goes
Hey, what Amir Khan movies?
A very underrated film directed by Reema Kakti and starring Amir Khan, Kareena Kapoor and Rani Mukherjee definitely left everyone shocked in its second half. The moment you think you've understood how the murder case of the prostitute is going to turn out, the movie takes a shift to the
I was actually gonna watch this movie the other day,
layers of which are subtly presented throughout the movie.
I can't ever say, dang it, what's his name? Dang it, he's such a good actor though.
A movie that focused on aspects such as ulterior motives of individuals, loss and self-deprecation. The movie seamlessly portrayed the unraveling of the
good cast
which
though.
Was not well received
Rajkumar Rao and Kareena.
The shock of the revelation or lack of understanding. Number 2 goes to No Smoking.
I haven't seen this one.
The underrated movie directed by Anurag Kashyap and starring John Abraham, Aisha Takia and Paresh Rawal in pivotal roles is a movie that left everyone dazed and confused.
तुम लातों के भूत निकले बेटा।
तो बच्चों की जिद के आगे तो अकबर भी सहे।
What is it about?
The movie is loosely based on the short story Quitters Inc. by Stephen King. The story follows Kay, a narcissist chain smoker who wants to get rid of his addiction. To save his marriage, and in this entire ordeal, gets stuck in a labyrinth game by Baba Bengali, who guarantees him he will make him quit. The movie was a disaster at the box office. But mainly due to
Whenever they say disaster, I'm like, dang.
From surrealism, fantasy,
It was a
dark
disaster.
humor, and trippy dream sequences, the movie literally left normal moviegoers puzzled and speechless. Before we discuss the number 1 position, here are some honorable mentions.
No! I understood Roy. What do you mean? Okay, the first time I didn't. But after watching it again, I did. I haven't seen this one.
Leo Tolstoy once said, all happy families resemble one another.
This looks confusing.
Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way.
And number 1 goes to Ship of Theseus.
I don't know this movie.
Directed by Anand Gandhi, Ship of Theseus focused on questions of identity, justice, beauty, meaning, and death through the stories of an experimental photographer, an ailing monk, and an enterprising stockbroker, played by Aja.
Seems like a lot going on,
Neeraj
to be
Khanna,
honest.
and Soham Shah.
My parents named me Madhav after the great theologist Madhavacharya when I decided suicide.
The premise is set to the experiment that raises the question of whether an object has had all of its components replaced remains fundamentally the same object. The paradox is most notably recorded by Plutarch in the Life of Theseus from the late 1st century. Plutarch asked whether a ship that had been restored by replacing every single wooden part
This
remains
seems
the same
confusing.
ship. This exact paradox
Confusion.
comes to life in the
Confusing.
last scene when all 3 characters in their separate journeys congregate in one place and see the
Kiran
shadow of the
Rao.
man in the
Isn't
walls
that,
of the cave he is exploring.
Amir Khan's wife?
The man who we see now only as a shadow in this clip did not make it out of the allegorical prison cave described by Plato. The prisoners are unable to see these puppets, the real objects that pass behind them. What prisoners see and hear are shadows and echoes cast by objects that they do not see. This movie was truly a masterpiece. And that was the list, guys.
Feels like I just had a whole history class.
List. Also, please support me by following me on Instagram.
Support him.
Follow me at
Support him.
JammyPants4. Also,
Okay, so obviously there's a lot of movies that people did not understand. A lot of these movies I have not seen, but I can probably understand why people did not understand. As far as Roy goes, okay, because y'all know how I feel about Roy. Roy is just one of those movies where I don't even know why I like it, but there's just something about it and I like it. I like the movie Roy. I've watched it 3 times or more, probably 4 times to be honest, because mainly for the music, because I like the music. Also, it was the first movie that made me like Jacqueline Fernandez because I thought that she was beautiful and I liked her vibes. So for me, I definitely had to watch Roy a second time before I understood it. So I can see the confusion for the first time when you watch it in the theater. You're probably like, what the heck is this movie? But if you watch it the second time, it's not so bad. I get it. I mean, there were some parts where it was like, okay, but it's not a bad movie to pass time. I recommend it if you're bored and you really want to just watch a random movie. It was nice, so I'm gonna defend that one. But apart from that, the rest of those movies mentioned, I really don't know much about. But if you guys do know, if you watched any of these movies that were mentioned, do you agree with his thoughts or no? Because I haven't seen them, so I'm not like the best judge. But do you agree that most of these movies were confusing? Yes or no? And why? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment down below. Thank you for watching this video, and bye! Mwah.